I'm so excited. My livable space is wide open here.
Hello, I'm Scotty.
Hey, I'm Melinda. We are Simple Life Big Adventures.
Today we are removing the seats out of our Ford Transit passenger van.
We are doing a camper build with our Ford Transit passenger van. I've watched videos today on YouTube and read articles today, and we're going to show you our version of removing the seats from the van.
For this project, you will need a 50 and a 55 Torx bit, an extension and a ratchet.
And you're going to need a screwdriver. You're going to need 2 zip ties and some clips to help hold the seat belts. We'll show you how that works in just a few minutes. If your passenger van has been used commercially, then the levers have been removed and you have to create your own tool to be able to pull the levers and roll the seats out. So that's why we have the zip ties. We have created a circle here with our zip ties, and we're gonna come in here, and you can see down in here, there's the lever right there, and you're gonna take your zip tie and you're gonna hook it over that lever, and you're gonna have it ready to pull, and then you're gonna put it over here on the second lever, hook it in there, it's ready to pull. You're gonna pull the levers, shoulder your seat forward, and then pull it out of the tracks in the front and slide the seat out. Okay, so we have removed the back 3 rows of seats, the easiest to remove. The front bench right behind the driver's seat and the passenger seat, there are 3 levers that you have to maneuver. So this is where your screwdriver comes into play. On this second row of seats, you're gonna come in here on the left side and pull the lever back far enough with the zip tie, and you're gonna slide a screwdriver in there to hold the latch back. Hold the latch back while you hook the other 2 sides of the seat. Okay, the second row of seats are probably going to be your most difficult to remove, but we have our screwdriver in place on that latch. We're going to pull up on the second 2 latches, and they are your heaviest sets of seats, so you may want to get help with this bench. Same technique, you lift up on the latch, push your seat forward, and then slide it out of those front tracks. All right, so we've got the 4 easiest seats removed.
And now we got 4 individual seats to remove from the inside of the van.
Each one has a little bit of different technique to it.
Now's the time you're going to need your torque bits to help remove the back seats. These 2 back seats here are the most difficult to remove out of the van. We will have to remove 3 bolts from each seat. One here, one under this cover, one under this cover.
All right, we're going to start with removing the trim. You want to be careful with removing that trim. You want to pull it loose from the top, but not pull it all the way out, because there's a post on the bottom of that trim that will break off very easy. And the top seatbelt trim, you're just going to pull it away from the van, we're using a screwdriver to help pry it loose to be able to get to that top bolt. Before you remove the two back seats with the seat belt, you will need to we're going to take a zip tie and we're going to pull slack into the seat belt mechanism, and we're going to zip tie this seat belt, because when you undo this bolt up here, it's going to retract all of your seat belt in, and it's going to lock into place, and then you're going to have to watch more YouTube videos to figure out how to unlock your seatbelt.
You will need a 55 Torx bit here, a 55 Torx bit here, and a 50 Torx bit up here.
Same technique, you tilt it forward and slide it out of the front track.
The removal of this seat is identical to the removal of that seat.
The last two seats we're going to remove are probably the simplest seats to remove. You have a wall bolt over here that needs to be removed, and then you have a bolt underneath this piece of trim. Then you just pop it up and you have access to that bolt.
They are also a 55 Torx bit. Oh, I see.
Is it a tab you have to release?
Yeah, it sure is.
Okay.
I think that's it.
All right. Same technique. You push your seat forward and you slide it out of those front tracks. And for the last seat that we are removing from our passenger van, it has just two bolts on the floor with the tabs, the trim tabs that you have to pull out to access the bolts. The last seat being removed for our camper van project. Y'all, I am so excited. Oh my lordy. Okay, we'll finish out now by just putting our trim pieces back on where we took off for the seat belts. It's pretty much just a straight shot in. Just pop them right back into place. She's back together. Now I need a platform bed built.
One step at a time.
13 passenger seats removed from my van.
The project took approximately an hour to do, and it was a lot easier than we had anticipated, so it was an easy, fun project. We hope you found this video helpful.
And if you did, give us a thumbs up and consider subscribing to the channel to see our complete van build.